But first, working with Whitney Houston. We have an exclusive interview with Grammy Award-winning musician Kirk Whalum. He played the sax on the recording of I Will Always Love You and is in Portland right now. News Channel 8's Erica Harquist sat down with him, and she joins us live on the bricks with tonight's hot story. And Erica, he even played for you.
He did for my photographer and I, Steph, and I got to tell you, it gave us chills. He was so talented. We met up with him in his hotel room while he's here in Portland. Kirk Whalum worked with Whitney Houston for 7 years. Kirk Whalum started playing with Whitney Houston in 1989 after a friend, a bass player, asked him to join an in-studio band.
It's, what can I say? It's hard to even quantify.
The world knows Whalum's work best for the same song it knew Houston best for, this one.
That solo that I played on I Will Always Love You was the most listened to saxophone solo in history. So, that's not something that, how do you network to get that? You don't. I mean, it's a gift. And
a gift, he says, that lasted 7 years.
Goodness, we played in South Africa the year apartheid fell. We're standing on stage in front of 70,000 people, and live on HBO, 7, 8 million people. That's the kind of thing that a Whitney Houston does.
Today and tomorrow, Whalum is in Portland promoting his latest CD. Yesterday, he was in his hometown of Memphis when he heard the news.
I mean, I'm still kind of processing it. I think, the fact that she had just such a struggle for the last years, it wasn't a complete shock, but at the same time, it's just always hard to hear.
Houston had nicknamed Whalum Bishop because before every performance, he would lead the band in prayer.
She felt like she had a comfort zone, that she had this family outside of her real family that genuinely cared for her.
Whalum has been nominated 12 times for a Grammy and won one last year. He says Houston helped catapult his career, even though his jazz genre was vastly different from her pop music style. He said performing with her was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
This God's gift just kind of happened, and you go, whoa, There was only one Whitney Houston, what came out when she just planted her feet and opened her mouth was singular.
Even before he knew Whitney Houston personally, Whalum says he emulated her voice as a saxophonist. He wanted to play like she sang, the same way she approached melodies.
She has taken her role in, her place in that very small list of people whose voices, the Frank Sinatras, that's a voice that is its own entity. Part of you is mourning, the part of you rejoices because you're like, man, she's home.
And Whalum is the headliner of a Most Romantic, that's the name of it, Most Romantic Valentine's Dinner tomorrow. As you know, is Valentine's Day tomorrow night at 7 at the Hilton here in downtown Portland. Tickets start at $35. Steph, back to you.
Erica, very interesting story. Thank you so much.